If you follow my angling adventures on a regular basis, then you'll know that I've done some chub fishing on the River Severn recently. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Last session on there, I had a nice chub. Unfortunately, it's about 3 meters up at the moment, although it is falling. So give it a week or so, I'll be back on there. But for now, because the chub bug is still biting, I've headed for a canal where I've had some very good fish. In the past, in fact, £6, 6.5 to be precise, was the fish that topped 3 different sixes that I caught from this particular venue. Anyway, let's run through my setup very quickly. An Akuma Xeon reel, that's loaded with 8-pound Suffolk Synergy. I've got a barbel specialist, that's a fox rod, 1.5-pound test curve, and then a 1/3 of an ounce pear-shaped lead, a bead, a swivel, and the hook length is a 5-pound Drennan Team England, and the business end, a chunk of bread with a size 4 Drennan Super Specialist hook. And I'll be throwing out some bread mash and some small pieces of bread to try and draw those big chub into my swim, and more importantly, get them feeding. I've just had 2 fantastic pull rounds. The first one, I had the fish on just for a moment or two. Could have been a small carp. It was racing away, as chub and carp especially do. Second one, the pull round, but nothing on the strike. That's encouraging though, because it tells me that fish are in there. Plus, I've been getting a few little plucks from roach, bream perhaps, that are in the swim. I'm a great believer that a crowd attracts a crowd. I've got the bread out there and I've got fish out there, so I'm certainly confident that I'll get something on the bank shortly. It's not a monster, but it is a chub. It's the species that I'm after, and the first one of any session means that you're not a blanker, you're off the mark. It's not quite dark yet, as you can see from the screen, and I've just caught a nice Canal bream. I'm back at the car, no more chub, but I did catch bream. Of course they are shoal species, and where there's one, there's usually a few more waiting to be caught, all of a similar size. Anyway, as I so often end these videos, out and about yourself, tight lines.